Hello Lana, welcome to our English lesson, Form 2. My name is Mr. Rika and I welcome all of you as we look at English, and we're looking at grammar and usage. And today we would like to look at adverbs. Now, if you remember that in Form 1, you were introduced to adverbs, and I'm sure you are helped to define what an adverb is. And so, maybe even where you're seated, you can try and remind yourself what is an adverb. I'm sure you are able to remember that an adverb is a word that tells us more about a verb, an adjective, and other adverbs. An adverb is a word that tells us more about a verb, an adjective, and other adverbs. So basically that's what you are told in Form 1, and this is just a reminder to define what is an adverb. We're saying it is simply a word that tells us more about a verb. Remember what is a verb? It is simply a doing word. It is simply an action word in a sentence. An adjective, it describes or tells us more about an adjective in a sentence, and I'm sure you can remember that an adjective is simply a word that tells us more about a noun. And also, adverbs will also tell us more, or they will modify, or they will describe other adverbs. So in a sentence, you can get that an adverb tells us more about another adverb, Now, for example, look at the following sentences. Kamau is walking slowly. Kamau is walking slowly. Now, Lana, you can be able to see we have our first sentence here. Kamau is walking slowly. I'm sure that you can remember that Kamau is a noun in this sentence, while is an auxiliary verb. Walking is our action here, the action of the doing word, that is walking, and slowly is our adverb. Why? It is telling us how the walking took place. So our adverb is simply slowly. Slowly is referring back to how the walking was done. It is telling us or giving us more information how Kamau walked. We could have just said Kamau is walking, and we have a complete sentence. But how is the walking being done by Kamau? Kamau is walking slowly. So that is our adverb. It is giving us information about the walking. It is telling us more about how the action word, the verb walking, has been done. Look at this one. Look at the same sentence. Same sentence. Look at the same sentence. We have given the same sentence, but we have added another word. As we have said, Kamau is the verb, the noun, sorry. Is the primary auxiliary verb, the auxiliary verb. Walking is our action word. We have a new word here, very, but we have still the word slowly. So, class, learner, we can be able to note that the action word is walking, which is being described by the adverb here, slowly. How did Kamau walk? Slowly, like the first one here. But how is the walking now with Kamau? Actually, very slowly. So this word here, very, is an adverb, but it is giving us more information about the slowly. That it is not just slowly, but very slowly. That's why we say that adverbs will, or adverbs tells us more or describe more about other adverbs, about other adverbs. Look at this sentence. Class, Lana, can be able to see we have a third sentence here. Kamau is very tall. Kamau is very tall. Now look at this. Kamau is our noun here. It is a noun in this sentence. Is the auxiliary verb, while very is a word that we have there. Tall is giving us information about what? Look at that. Tell me, Alana, you can be able to tell me that Kamau is tall. We can say Kamau is tall, and we have our sentence being complete. But so Kamau is tall. So which word describe, or which word gives us more information about a noun? It is an adjective. It is an adjective. But we have a word here. Very, which is telling us that he is not just tall, but actually very tall. Very tall. So this word here, very, is still an adverb, giving us more information about the tall, which is an adjective. Lana, I hope now you are able to remember that we are able now to remember, and when we are saying that an adverb is a word that gives us more information about a verb, that gives us information about an adjective, that gives us information about another adverb, we can be able to see from the three examples that we have on the board. The three examples that we have on the board. That is the three examples that we have on the board. Now, in Form 1, you are told, we were introduced to three types of adverbs. We were introduced to three types of adverbs. And we were told about the adverb of manner, if you remember, Lana. We were told about the adverb of time, and we were told about the adverb of frequency. We're told about the three in Form 1. We're told about the adverb of manner. We're told about the adverb of time and frequency. Like for example, Kamau is walking slowly. In which manner is Kamau walking? Slowly. That is manner. We can have maybe another time that Kamau often walk slowly. And we can have often telling us how, the time and the frequency of maybe visiting something or doing something. How many times is someone able to do something? Now, today, we are not going to look at the three because I'm sure we can be able to remember, but we are going to look at two in this class. We're going to look at two more types of adverbs, and we're going to look at some more types of adverbs. And one, we are going to look at adverbs of place. Adverbs of place. Adverb of place. Now, adverb of place, we have said that adverb is simply a word that tells us more about a verb, an adjective, or other adverbs. And so we are looking at these adverbs, these types of words that tell us either about a verb, but they're giving us information about a place. Look at these sentences. Look at these sentences. Sentence A. My uncle went overseas. My uncle went overseas. Now, Lana, you can be able to find out and you can be able to see the words which have been used to construct that sentence. My uncle went overseas. And Lana, maybe the first thing we should find out in that sentence, we can be able to find out and to see if we have the word or we have either a verb or an adjective or another adverb. Lana, are you able to find any of those? And I'm sure that you can be able to identify and see that the word went here is the action word, which is a verb, But where did your uncle went? Where did your uncle went? Your uncle simply went overseas. He went overseas. He went abroad. He went overseas. So that is our adjective in that manner, in that sentence. It is the adjective in that sentence. The word overseas, that is the place. That is the place that your uncle went. That is the place that your uncle went. That's why we are calling it the adverb of manner. The adverb of manner. So, Lana, we can be able to see in that sentence that we have the adverb of manner being overseas. The adverb of place, sorry. The adverb of place being overseas. Where? The place. The place, simply where one is or where one went or where one is doing whatever they are doing. You can look at a sentence number B. Sentence number B. Sentence number B. The study room is upstairs. The study room is upstairs. Lana, you can be able to see that we have the word or the phrase here, the noun phrase, the study room. The study room. It's where one takes their studies from. And the word is simply the verb here, But where is the study room? Where is the study room, Lana? Where is the study room? And you can clearly tell me that the study room is upstairs. The study room is upstairs. So you can actually be able to simply identify the adverb of place by asking yourself the question, where? Where is the study room? Upstairs. Where did your uncle went? Overseas. The last sentence. Let's look at sentence number C. Sentence number C. Sentence number C. Our school is nearby. Our school is nearby. Lana, can ask ourselves the question, where? Where is our school? Where is our school? And I'm sure that you can be able to identify that our school is nearby. Simply asking the question, where, you will find the adverb place. But look at this. It is giving us more information about where the school is. We have the adverb here, is, and it is telling us, where is our school? It is nearby. Where is the study room? It is upstairs. Where did your uncle went? Overseas. So, Lana, we are able to see that the underlined word overseas, upstairs, Lana, we can write and say that the underlined words, the underlined words overseas, upstairs, and nearby, The underlined words overseas, upstairs, and nearby are adverbs. Our adverbs are called adverbs of place. They are called adverbs of place. They're simply telling us where the action, they're telling us where the action happened, or where it will happen, or where it happens. It is simply giving us more information about where the action took place, where it will take place, or where it normally takes place. Lana, I'd like you to do an exercise, an exercise, and I would like you to use the adverbs of place, adverb of place below. Construct sentences of your own. Number one, you can use the word north. Number two, you have down. 3, far. Number 4, Roman 4, there. And number 5, you can use the word nearby again. You can use the word nearby. So, Lana, I would like you to construct sentences of your own using the adverb of place, north, down, far, fair, and nearby. And I'm sure you can be able to find someone to help you do that. Lastly, let's look at the adverb of number 2. We said we look at two, and we look at adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree. Now I would like you to look at this sentence. Sentence number A. It is very cold outside. 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 Lana, we can be able to see that in that sentence, which is giving us. We can simply have the sentence be, it is cold outside. It is cold outside. You're telling us about the condition, the degree of something outside there. But how is it cold outside? How is it cold? We can simply have our sentence being it is cold outside. It is cold outside. And that sentence will still be very grammatically correct. But we are adding the word very. Very is simply giving us information about how is it cold outside. It is giving us the degree. It is giving us how intensive is the cold outside there. It is very. It is just not cold, but it is very. I want you to look at the second one. The sun is extremely hot. Lana, we can still have our sentence simply being the sun is hot. The sun is hot. But we're introducing a word here that it is telling us how is it hot. It is simply extremely hot. It is simply extremely. It is simply extremely hot. It is giving us the how intensive, how extreme, how hot is it? The degree of hotness of something. So we are simply saying the word extreme here is giving us, or it is telling us information about the word hot here, the adjective here, hot. The adjective here, hot, which is giving us more information about the sun. The sun is hot. The sun is hot. The sun is a noun. Noun. The word that hot here is an adjective. The adjective. And so the adjective, the word which is giving us how the adjective is extremely. It is giving us the degree and which the hotness is. The hotness is. Sentence number C. Sentence number C. The car nearly hit the tree. The car nearly hit the tree. Lana, you can be able to see that the word here, the car, is simply the noun phrase which is having the article there, and the word and the noun car, and we can still see the word here nearly. We'll first, but let's look at the word hit, which is simply the verb. Look at the other noun phrase, the tree, which is with the article there, and tree, which is a noun. But how did the car hit the tree? Did the car hit the tree? No, the car never hit the tree. What did it do? It nearly. It is the degree. It just probably escaped narrowly. So it did not hit the tree. We're just being told how near was it to hit the tree. Nearly. It is giving us more information about the verb here, hit. It is telling us how did it happen. It was nearly, the degree of that. And so the word nearly here is simply our adverb of degree, here. Lastly, Lana, last sentence. The tea is too hot to drink. The tea is too hot to drink. The tea is too hot to drink. Lana, we can be able to see that we have the noun phrase here, the tea, which is having the article. The noun tea is the verb here, the auxiliary verb to, and we have here the adjective word hot. But how is the tea hot? It is too hot. How is it hot? It is actually too hot. It is not just hot, but it is too hot. It is giving us the degree. The degree. Remember, we look at adverbs. This is the word. This is the adjective. The adjective word hot. But how is it hot? Too hot. The word too is giving us more information about this adjective, and this adjective, this too is what we are calling the adverb of degree. The adverb of degree. And so, Lana, we are able to see that the word here very, the word extreme, the word nearly, the word too are simply words which are giving us more information about either an adverb, or they are giving us an adjective information about an adjective, and we are seeing that these, they are giving us the degree of something, the degree, how intensive was something. And so that's what we are calling these words, the ones that give us how extreme was something, or how far did something happen. Like, for example, the car nearly hit the tree. It did not hit the tree, it nearly. The degree, it just escaped hitting the tree narrowly. And so, Lana, we can be able to say that these underlying words, the word very, extremely, nearly, and too are called adverbs of degree. They are telling us the intensity and at which an action occurs, or the degree of an adjective or another adverb. Lana, I would like you to also construct sentences of your own. Construct sentences of your own using the following words. The word quite. The word quite. To. We want you to use the word almost. Word almost. Last, number 3, use the word just. Number 4, use the word. You can still try use the word extremely. Extremely. And lastly, number 5, try use the word very. Use the word very. So I would like you to construct sentences of your own using the 5 words that I've given you. Construct sentences that shows the degree of how intensive something almost happened. Lana, you can be able to see that today we have added 2 more adjectives to the ones that we learned in Form 1. Adjective of time, adjective of manner and frequency. And today, remember, we have looked at the adjective of place, and we can have the examples and we have our methods to do, and also the adjective of degree, and how intensive or something happened. And so, Lana, we want to stop our lessons today there. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Thank you.